Hi, welcome to Cherie's Weight Loss Journey. Feeling pretty good today. Had a pretty good night's sleep. On my way to work. Whew. I'm telling you, it's like today I needed extra sleep. I really did. Instead of getting up at my usual 4 o'clock, I didn't get up until 5. Then I started out moving, at a productive pace, and then started slowing down. I'm like, what the hell? How are you, getting a late start and you moving slow? What? So anyway, I'm really hoping to last the whole day, because I'll be needing some full checks. I'm going to be needing some full checks. I've been sick for the last month, and I've been having to take off, when I start feeling bad or in pain or whatever, right? And so, yeah, it's like, hey, take off. At least you keep a job, you won't have as much money, but you still have a job. So, my car just informed me that it's cold outside. Okay? It's cold outside. So, I dressed warmly today. I got on my chopper lined sweatsuit, and underneath that I have something like shorts and a shirt that I can wear in case I get, I just get too hot, and I'm like, I cannot even work under these circumstances, because sometimes that's what it is. I mean, okay, so they're opening up a restaurant up here, Mexican restaurant. So, yeah, let me put you down for a minute so I can put on my other glove. So yeah, today I woke up and I was thinking about a lot of different things. A lot of different things. And of course, it really has to go back to, the discontent of men. They are so discontented. They are so dissatisfied. They are so, they got so much disdain in them, and it's just like, can you blame women for wanting God to just, put in some walk-ins on them motherfuckers? Just put some walk-ins in on them motherfuckers. Have their fucking soul or their spirit, go to purgatory and have a walk-in, not a malefic walk-in, but a benevolent walk-in. Damn, 32 degrees. Just take over their bodies. That way, there won't be all of this crying and shit by the women. who, had all of the hope in the world for these no good, hating ass men. Okay? The ones that say, give him a last chance till his very last breath. Uh-huh. Yeah. And I guess in some ways you can kind of understand that feeling, right? Because, it takes a lot to grow a man up to a grown-up and beyond. But then, the women that did it, they don't get no credit for it. So that's why they don't have no respect for it. You give women more credit for having raised a child to an adult. Maybe some of them would like to do society proud. Maybe. But you got the mother feeling like it's a chore and it's a burden, and she can't wait for him to get the hell out. Yeah, that's not working out too good. It's not. I got my protein shake here. Supplemented with some collagen and fiber. So I am getting my day off to a great start. Great, like Tony the Tiger. You guys are too young to remember that, probably. So yeah. I'm just really going to have to try my best to keep these negative thoughts out of my head. The negative thoughts just, and I'm going to tell you, life is really hard as an empath. You're feeling all of these fucked up feelings. And it's like no matter how hard you try to overcome these fucked up feelings, they make you feel some kind of way. Right? And it's like you almost want to go through life not feeling. And then when you're not feeling, you kind of hate your life because you don't get the happy feelings. You don't get happy feelings. You try not to feel. Right? Happy feelings. Yeah. So, damn, it's 30 degrees. Yeah, damn. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just when I start to feel good, then we get an Arctic blast. 30 degrees. And yesterday was 50. So that's a 20-degree difference. But like I said, I guess I can be thankful that, I'm not living in a car and, suffer hypothermia. But then, it's like, well, damn, if you had to live in a car, maybe hypothermia was a beautiful thing. said it. Who gonna stop me? Shit. And I know when I'm living in my house, it's not really that much different than living in a car, because I don't have no central heating. Nope. So unless I got wood burning in my fireplace or the oven turned on in my kitchen, or the little small heaters that I got in my room, you know, I would have been dead too. And believe me, if I would have died, it would have been a blessing. It would have been a blessing. It's like, wow, you know, God deemed it better that I died than to be on this fucked up earth. Seriously. Right? And I know that's what God would be telling me when I'm standing there. Like, wow, you know, I was suffering down there, God. And he's like, yeah, I know. That's why I brought you home. But no worries, little grasshopper. Things will get better. I'll be like, yeah. Shit. Ooh, this seat is feeling really good. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to turn it off. Turn it off. Got me all hot. So, I'm telling you, I had so many things to talk about before I left the house. And now that I'm recording, I cannot remember what it was. But a lot of it had to do with Christianity. When I was reading the Bible, and it was talking about all of the disappointments, you know, for each individual tribe, how each tribe had fallen short of their responsibilities to God, right? And most of the time, the way that they had fell short was that they had took it upon themselves to be God and tell people how to behave instead of being the example, you know, and getting the ultimate approval from God. Essentially, that's what it was. Essentially. I mean, if you was to like really look into it, that's what it comes down to. That these people, you know, with their rules and regulations, they wanted to eventually become the authoritarian. Right? So, you know, just like there were people who, you know, one group of people in one region, you know, it was like, oh my gosh, you know, they follow their heart so much that it's best to be a stoic, you know, and it was always like one area or another that was extreme, you know. And we still do that to this day, right? Because, you know, Grand Rising Exoticas, Grand Rising, right? Who are the Exoticas? The Exoticas are everybody in between the black and the white who are sitting up here making this racial war exist. for eternity. Okay? And each side will sit up there and try to justify their reasoning for wanting to be kept alive. And it's like, yeah, I'm a painter. I understand what you say. Even though I love all the color palettes, I always have to have some black and some white on the side. Yes? Yes! Grand Rising Exotica. All right? So, yeah. As quiet as it's kept, the way they talk about, how Joseph was from one land and Mary was from another land, it kind of makes you think about, the interbreeding and situations that get so disapproved of, because if you think about why the disapproval happened, why did the disapproval happen about, Mary and Joseph? Why? Probably because there was a color difference. And they didn't want no exoticas running around there. Right? They was too busy saying that God created everybody to be just as he is. Right? They didn't care that, sometimes, roses turn pink, purple, red, orange, yellow, white. They didn't care. They said they were all supposed to be that natural color forever. And that's not true. Even the hydrangea plant, according to the pH, when the pH is off, it turns different colors. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But anyway, I don't want to talk about color today. I don't want to talk about color today. Right? Because the more you talk about color, the more stupid people get. Right? The more in their ego they get about what color they are. Right? Grand Rising Exoticas. You're not a color. You're a blend. Right? And they're so afraid. Oh, we can't all be a blend. If we all be a blend, then what will happen to the originals? The originals will never go away. They will never go away. Nope. But that's what they're scared of. They're scared that everybody in the world will become exoticas. Oh no, we can't have exoticas. We got to have the black or the white. Like what? Who told you that? So, it's something that they want to believe. It's something that they hold on to dearly. It's something that they tell the world, oh my God, if we don't have the whites and the blacks, exclusively and solely interbreeding amongst each other, then you'll be sorry. Right? Like, why would we be sorry? Well, you won't have our melanin, or you won't have our ability to not be melanated. And it's just like, yeah, I think we will. I think we will. It will still be in our DNA. So, Grand Rising Exoticas. Right? Right. Whew. So today for lunch, I brought me a salad with no meat in it, but that's okay. Did I bring a yogurt? I think I brought a yogurt and a tortilla because I have some eggs and sausage still left over in one of the refrigerators at work. And I brought my candied pecans and cranberry raisins. And 2 eggs. I plan to take 1 egg and put it in my salad. So I think I'm good. Then I brought my legendary 20 grams of protein cheddar cheese flavored chips. Yeah. And I also have me 3 to 4 containers of Atkins protein mix. Don't have a problem with that at all. Not at all. So, wow, we got up to 32 degrees. So, we done broke the freezing point. Yay! Oh yeah, I also brought me a couple of more Alka-Seltzer Plus cold and flu medication. Because I remembered yesterday how it made me feel so much better. And, hoping to do the same. Yeah, the cold weather, it actually draws more juice from the battery. I hate that. Really, I do. So, the thing that women don't understand is how come you made a covenant that you said is with God and you can't even keep it? That's the main thing. Right? Why do you make any contract that you can't keep? You know you can't keep them, but you get into them anyway And then, when you can't keep them, you're asking for grace and mercy. Oh, grace and mercy, this happened and that happened. And I felt this way and I felt that way. And please, 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 forgive me, forgive me. Oh, I'll do better next time. I'll do better next time. What? You lucky I'm not God. Yeah, because I'll cut you out short. I will cut you out short and tell you, well, the next time you come, remember today. Remember today when you was begging and pleading for mercy and you got snuffed the fuck out. Yeah, don't do that shit no more. You won't. And men, they keep talking about, oh, you don't have to be so mean. You don't have to be so harsh. And it's like, well, do you understand kindness? Do you understand docileness? Right? Those emotions that you have rejected out of your system when you was 2. Because your daddy said you shouldn't be acting that way. No man acts that way. Only girls act that way. He thought he was giving you good advice. He was giving you the advice that he wanted you to have so that you don't grow up and kick his ass. And it worked. It worked. Because that's that's the father's worst fear. The father's worst fear. You know why they're so afraid to have children? They're so afraid to have children because they're afraid that their son will grow up to kill him. Because this is the way it's been throughout the centuries, where, these so-called great men have been killed by their sons, their offspring. In order to get his wealth, in order to get his power, in order to get, and because, that motherfucker had been sleeping with his girlfriends too. You don't think Pops was sleeping with the girlfriends? That's something that you all need to talk about. How many men know that their father has slept with their girlfriends? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Right? So when a man starts to feel like he can't even have a girlfriend because his daughter his father has to test out his stuff to make sure that it's good. Yeah. We need to do a poll on that one. How many fathers have had sex with their sons' girlfriends or wives? You hear that, pub? You hear it? This is why men want other men to hate women. It's like, you don't even like that girl. Why you get mad at me? She's just a hoe, man. We just supposed to stick her and dump her. Stick her and dump her. I can't go on with this one. That whew. I cannot.